This year, looking to go perfect 5 for 5. 3 Oilers predictions and 2 NHL predictions. Okay?
Yes.
I kind of did more of like 3.5 and 1.5, but
just stick to the whole numbers.
No, I should say 2.5. Well, anyways, you'll see when we get there. But I'll start with the one that I think is kind of 50-50. It's half Edmonton, half NHL.
Okay, go ahead.
We will not get an Oilers versus Kings this season because LA will miss the playoffs.
Okay. That's
What
a
do you
good
think?
one. I like it. Well, I don't even know where the Kings are in the standings.
Outside of a playoff spot.
Okay, I've always been on this bandwagon with you.
Yeah, I think Edmonton. I think Anaheim will figure it out at some point and like rattle off a bunch of wins and get their season back on track. I think Edmonton and Vegas will be 1 and 2. And then in terms of the wild card spots,
San Jose.
I mean, San Jose's still kicking around and like putting up a fight. I think Utah could have a second half surge in them. Like I could just see a world where LA, their age shows and they bottom out a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say the LA Kings missed the playoffs, and it's the reason we don't get another Edmonton LA series this spring.
Okay, I'm in. I like that one. So my first one. Connor Clattenburg doesn't make the team out of camp, but plays more games for Edmonton than Bakersfield.
Next season or this season?
Well, I guess that would be, we'll say it's the start
October
of next
to
season,
December.
so October to December.
So he won't make the team out of camp, but by the time we get to New Year's Eve next year, he'll have more games in that season with Edmonton than Bakersfield.
And that might seem a little crazy for some people to hear, but just with how many games, but like Edmonton this season, with Ike Howard has played 17 games. He went down to Bakersfield. It felt like a long time. Played 16.
Yeah.
So like a lot of games happening. So that's one I like.
I'll go differently. I think Connor Clattenburg makes the team next year.
I think he has a great chance. I just wonder how many of them will, right? Like, are you running a team with Savoy, Howard, Hudson, Clattenburg, whoever else right out the gate? Like, I don't know if they would do that.
Yeah, that's fair. Next one I got for you, my number 2. This is an easy one. Edmonton trades at least 1 first-round pick at this deadline. It'll probably only be 1, but I mean, like, I could see them giving up a first and a good prospect and a second. Like, I think they will go all in. Edmonton will absolutely trade a first-round pick at this year's deadline.
Okay, I'll stay on a similar. Well, actually, my next two are both very similar.
Give them both. Go back to back.
Okay. Edmonton acquires a third-line center before the deadline.
Love it. They might do it before the Olympic break.
I've said this before a couple of shows now. So number 1 priority. So I'm staying in the present with this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one's fun. Edmonton will move up in the draft into the first round.
How?
They did it a couple of years ago, obviously, to get Sam O'Reilly.
Uh-huh.
They literally commented last season and being like, we tried to get in the first round, and it just didn't work out the way we wanted to. I think Edmonton is a full approach of like, we want to be an aggressive organization that goes and gets the guys we want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they will try and trade up again. I think they might be able to sneak into the first round. So that's my 3 Edmonton ones. Clattenburg doesn't make the team but plays more games for Edmonton before the new year. They move up in the first round and they acquire a third-line center before the deadline.
So I have Edmonton trades at least a first-round pick at the deadline. We will not get Oilers Kings. My 3rd Edmonton one is the Oilers will acquire an $8 million plus player.
I thought about this one too, but
at some point, it'll come in July. It'll be an off-season thing, but they will either trade for or sign a player who makes north of $8 million a season. Philip Forsberg, come on down.
Oh, nice.
That's not me predicting only Philip Forsberg, so I don't want to get a half point if they like go get someone else. But I will say they will get an $8 million plus player via trade or free agency by the time the next season starts.
I like it.
Okay. Good. It's just basically me saying they'll get aggressive and LA sucks.
Yeah. I think Jared McCann is still my guy, but still, he's a quality of an $8 million player. Give us your first NHL one.
My first NHL one is that the Colorado Avalanche will not make it to the conference finals. Every year we do this, we get obsessed with a team who is looking like an absolute wagon. And I get it. Colorado has only lost twice in regulation. That's unbelievable. At this point last year, Vegas had only lost 9 times in regulation. Again, it's not 2. I am saying this and understanding that Colorado is looking different. At this point last year, Winnipeg had a 705 points percentage. Did either one of those 2 teams make the conference final?
No.
At this point last year, Toronto had a 632 points percentage. Did they make the conference final?
No.
Did Washington, who had a 703 points percentage, did they make the conference final?
No.
The teams
How
were
about
the
Bruins the other season?
Yeah, the record holders.
So that year, if you want to go back to that season and go to January 1st, the Boston Bruins had 7 regulation losses on the year, a 714 points percentage. They did not make the conference final. They lost in round one. The Rangers that year had a 729 points percentage.
Damn.
Did not make the conference final, I don't believe, that year. The Jets that season, same thing, top of their division. The Kings that year, 8 regulation losses through the first half of the season. Like, every year we get obsessed with these darlings, and I get that people say it's different, it's different, it's different, it's different. Every year we say it's different, it's different, it's different, it's different with whatever team it could be. Every year, one of these teams who are the juggernauts flame out come playoff time. I'm saying the Avs don't make the conference final.
My first NHL prediction: Colorado won't win the Stanley Cup. So I think they could make the conference final. I think the West is wide open, but there's there's 3 great teams obviously in the Central, and I don't think Edmonton nor Vegas are pushovers if you were to face them as well. So yeah, I don't think the path is like as clear for Colorado. I think they're obviously like
Great
the
team.
favorite right now,
Awesome
and they're a really
hockey
good team. But we've also seen them fly out in the playoffs a few years in a row now, just on their alone.
Again, they were really good. They had all these team players last year. Didn't go on a run for the most part.
Tendo said the Avs have Makar and McKinnon. I think that's the difference. They've had them for a while too.
Yeah, they've had them
I
every
mean, they
year.
won the cup.
They have a cup. They have a ring. So, like, we aren't really ones to, like, talk shit about the Avs. I love McKinnon. I love Makar. I think they're 2 of the only players in the world who are in the Connor-Leon conversation. Both probably ahead of Leon. But anyways, I'll digress.
What year was the Boston Bruins run?
When they won the President's Trophy?
Yeah, when
2
they
years ago.
set the. So that was 2 years ago. So 2024. No, it's 2023
Oh, it was the year before that?
because Florida went to 3 straight cups and they've won back to back.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see what their roster was because people are talking about depth.
Yeah, they only lost 12 games in regulation all season. On January 1st that year, they had 4 regulation losses through 36 games. Crazy. It's also insane that Colorado is doing better than that, but again, Colorado is very, very good. I just think if the sport were as easy as whoever's the best team in the league come the halfway point wins the cup, we'd have a lot of different Stanley Cup champions.
Do you remember what David Pastrnak did this year?
No. Was
He
it
had
bad?
61 goals in 82 games and 113 points, was plus 34. The next highest scoring player on Boston was Brad Marchand with 67 points.
How did he not win MVP?
Because Connor McDavid scored
154 goals.
153
Classic
or whatever
Connor.
it was.
God damn, man.
That's insane.
David Pastrnak, again, he just...
Yeah, McDavid scored 64 and 153 points.
Okay, what's your second league-wide one?
The Chicago Blackhawks get the first overall pick.
Again.
Yeah, I think that would be really...
McKenna Bedard.
You know, they're distant cousins. How can you deny the family connection?
They also didn't know they were cousins until like some researcher at the WHL was like, you guys are related. And they're like, oh shit, really?
I also don't think it would be McKenna that goes first overall.
Ooh, you think they'd switch it up? Take like Stenberg?
I think Stenberg. I don't think they would go with, I mean, they could go with Verhoff, of course.
Can you imagine if they would have picked Demidov instead of Levshunov? Maybe they should be the one team that doesn't overthink it.
Yeah. But Stenberg, I think if you need a goal, he's the guy.
Yeah. All right, my last one. You ready for this? Did you see it in the prep sheet?
No, I tried not to look.
It's a spicy
I
one.
wanted to be surprised.
Don't clip this because I don't want a bunch of people coming at me.
Clip it.
Don't clip it.
Graphic board.
One of the 2 Ontario teams trade their captain in the next 12 months.
So Brady Tkachuk.
Or Austin Matthews.
Buffalo's not Ontario.
Buffalo's not Ontario. It is technically New York. Shit's going weird right now in Toronto. I get they're kind of putting it back on the rails. And the Brady thing would be a stunner. But each guy has 2 years left on their deal. I know that, like, with Quinn Hughes, right, there was always the talk of, like, oh, he wants to play with his brothers. He wants to play with his brothers. I think a year ago today, if you would have told someone, hey, 12 months from now, Quinn Hughes is gone out of Vancouver. He's in Minnesota. You'd be stunned.
Yeah, that's true.
Matthews has 2 years left. Brady has 2 years left. Could you not see, and I get this is, like, maybe a bit of a reach. Could you not see a scenario where the Senators get to this offseason? They're in danger of missing the playoffs, too. And we get the report of, like, Brady Tkachuk has let the Senators know he is playing out his contract. Like, he's...
No, I would not be surprised. But he literally beat the Calgary Flames, and all 3 of their star players were like, I'm good.
Matt Tkachuk said, hey, no hard feelings, Calgary. I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
And they traded him. If Ottawa were to do that, I would not be totally stunned.
No, me neither. Where would he go? I'll tell you the team he's going to.
I could see the Rangers.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
I think that one, like the Rangers will have all the cap space in the world.
Kind of a fun one. What if it was the other New York team?
The Islanders?
The Islanders.
And they want someone to play with Schaefer.
Schaefer and the Islanders, like, they want to have that tough aspect of them, right? Like, fun, exciting, physical team.
Matt Barzal, 22-team no-trade list. Matt, I would put the Senators on that if I were
They had
you.
3 first-round picks last year, the Islanders. They have the assets to go and move guys.
They do. I could just see something with the Rangers where it's like Panarin walks. He's gone. So they free up a ton of money. Alexis Lafreniere, go to Ottawa. I get that he's not like a crown jewel, but like that's how the Senators would be like, look, we got a first round, like a former first overall pick back who just needs a change of scenery. So like you could sell your fan base a little bit on him. Who else do they, like Gabe Perreault? There you go. There's another guy. Like you get Perreault, you get Lafreniere. How many first round picks do they have? They actually have an extra first round pick this year from Carolina. So you're telling me
Andre Miller.
2 first round picks, Lafreniere, Gabe Perreault, and like maybe and Braden Schneider. And the Rangers take like Shabbat's contract because I don't think they love Shabbat's contract. Rangers get Shabbat and Brady Tkachuk. Boom.
It's interesting. Now that we wrapped up ours, I asked everyone to drop some in the chat. I'll keep them on here and we can chat about them after.
Yeah, because I know Anthony's here. Like someone just predicted they'll buy out the Trent Frederick contract just for funsies. If they were to buy it out this year, going forward, they would only save like 1.7, 1.5, 1.3 million, and that would put the contract on the books for 12 seasons. Yeah. They're not buying out Trent Frederick. Also, you have to view it as like if you're saving 1.7, I get he hasn't been good, but can you go replace Trent Frederick for 1.7 million? I mean, maybe, but you kind of get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
You save 1.7, but you got to go, again, put a roster player on there. So are you signing up for that much dead cap space? No, you're not doing it. What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.